finally, we've seen what is happening as regards Burkina Faso and the Nigeria government, because Burkina Faso, they said they are ready whichever way Nigeria want to bring it to them. They said they are not releasing any private jet, that no matter what Tinubu wants or wants to do, that private jet, that they violated their airspace, and that the Nigerian government should not claim that they are the giant of Africa, that they are ready for war and whatever the Nigerian government brings. Do you not think this tension will keep increasing if there is no resolution between these two countries?
There is much diplomatic tension between Burkina Faso and Nigeria. Much diplomatic rows going on alarming rates between Nigeria and Burkina Faso. How do I mean it? Nigeria has been claiming over the years to be giant of Africa. Look at how a small boy in his 30s has been messing an octogenarian, a man that is in his 80s going to 90, that doesn't have any clue of decent leadership, good governance for Nigerians, to deliver to Nigerians. 86-year-old is building an economy that the whole world is marveled at. Look at the French, they sacked the French. The idiotic French government that has been ravaging the entire Sahelian countries. Cotonou, that is Benin Republic. Senegal, Côte d'Ivoire, that's the former Ivory Coast. Niger, and Burkina Faso. The whole French countries within the enclave of ECOWAS have been ravaged, ransacked, sucked dry, milked dry by the French. And Burkina Faso successfully sacked Macron, the French, out of Burkina Faso, because they have been predating, prying, stealing Burkina Faso mineral resources for years, since independence.
So France cannot do without...
They cannot do without the Sahel. All their colonies, francophones, French-speaking countries in Africa. France is dry. France is poor. France is now, riddling in pain.
But they can do without them. But they can do without them.
They cannot. It is Niger. It is Côte d'Ivoire. Burkina Faso, Mali, Senegal. They are the ones. Guinea-Bissau feeding French. The French. That's France. France is Obayonunto. France is a poor country, predating, sucking African countries, dry of their mineral resources, their natural endowments given to them by God. Nature has blessed the Sahel countries with vast mineral resources, blessed with gold, uranium, and diamond. The French have nothing. The French have nothing. This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as a pan-Africanist, has been fighting for. The French, the British, are the one in conjunction with Nigeria predatory government, punishing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he's a strong pan-Africanist. That is the subject Kanu has been treating over the years. And see Burkina Faso successfully actually bolted the French out of their country, and Nigeria has now got themselves involved. Look at a pygmy, a Lilliput, dwarf, telling the whole Africa, the whole world that we are giant of Africa. See, that small boy is messing Tinubu now. He has punched our military, Air Force personnel, officers, severally removing all their checks, thrown all of them into guardroom. Burkina Faso President Ibrahim Traore, 36-year-old boy, is punishing Nigerian Air Force personnel, 11 in number, in Bobodia Solo, the region where they violated the airspace rules and regulations of Burkina Faso, and they have billed them to pay international fees. If you violate any country's airspace, you must pay. It is aviation law. You must pay 100 billion pounds.
But do you not think Nigeria
is going to pay?
Do you not think Nigeria is their power, or they want to?
Nigeria has no power. A country that is having serious internal issue, conflict, insecurity in Zamfara, insecurity in Anambra, insecurity all over southwestern states. They have no chichi. They have no say They have no capacity to tackle Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso economy is 10 times better than Nigeria economy. What do you mean? Which Nigeria? Which power? What power are you talking about? Well, all the ECOWAS countries cannot fight AIES. AES. They are stronger. Senegal is there. Côte d'Ivoire is there. Niger is there. Mali is there.
So is that why Burkina Faso is saying is that why they are saying they are bold enough to stand against Nigeria?
Yes.
Do you not think Nigeria? We are the giant of Africa.
You are a dwarf of Africa. You are a Lilliput.
No, we cannot be dwarf.
Your height is not up to 4.
A country of over 200 million.
You are not up to 4 feet if measured spiritually and physically. And when you talk about economically, Nigeria is a dwarf of Africa. Nigeria population that is hungry this time around has superseded any in the entire African continent. See, that boy is going to deal with Nigeria, and he has started dealing with Nigeria. Diplomatically, both the contingent that we are sent, the diplomatic, to quench this fire of misunderstanding, international misunderstanding between Burkina Faso and Nigeria, he has seized Nigerian diplomatic delegates. He gave them their chair, and do what? They sat down, Gidibam. They are not going anywhere. Burkina Faso head of state Ibrahim Traore has seized Nigerian diplomats sent to settle this international diplomatic row between the two countries. They are not going anywhere. He has put all of them into a guard room. Tight. A guard room that is meant for 4 people. Our 11 Air Force officers are compacted there with the remaining, how many that went for diplomatic settlement. He has actually seized all of them. You are calling yourself giant of Africa. Which giant are you? You are a dwarf, a Lilliputan. Which giant? Economically or socially? Tell me how you are giant now. Let me know. When hunger is killing the whole Nigerians, you are telling me Nigeria is a giant of Africa. Okay? I'm an Igbo man. I don't support smiling and suffering. They know themselves that are smiling and tell you, say, we are right, oh, we are right. I'm an Igbo man. If I dey suffer, I go talk. Okay? I know be Nigeria where we say suffering and smiling. Na lie. If I suffer, I will talk and say I'm suffering. Nigerians are suffering. Which kind of African giant? What makes you an African giant? Let me know now.
Yeah, no, I understand. We're not talking. We're talking about
African giant.
In terms of army, military, I think we have the force because Burkina Faso. I think they are passing their boundary by saying they are ready for Nigeria. I think Traore should not go to that. Yes, now.
Nigerian military that federal government of Nigeria is paying 1,500 Egonly chop money every day at Sambisa Forest, and you see Boko Haram military forces. Predating, feeding on our soldiers. Our innocent soldiers are suffering in the bush over there. Have you not been watching it on social media? They were giving them peanuts as pocket money every day, whereby our soldiers are dying in their large number. Killed, murdered, slaughtered by these stupid terrorists who have no basic military training. What do you mean? Do you know the numbers of military we have in the recent time? It has gone down. We are not boasting of military capacity over any country in Africa anymore because the numbers of our soldiers are going down on alarming rates. Every day, soldiers, Fulani, bandits are reducing the numbers of our military. Our dear military are the best. We are the best in the future. If we could pump in facilities, finances, required materials into our military industries, I can see our military growing. Our military will grow up in superiority and capacity over any other countries in Africa. But today, they are going down. They don't buy sophisticated weapons. If you budget money, much billions into Ministry of Defense, they are going to catch out. All the juggernauts, politicized military, big belly officers. They are going to pocket the money, buying inferior, non-sophisticated firearms for Nigerian soldiers. That's why our soldiers are going down. They don't have anything to withstand the Burkina Faso military superiority. What are you saying? You are saying Nigeria is a giant of Africa. It's for mouth. You are talking it. You are just saying it. It's a verbal giant of Africa. Giant of Africa in the breeze. Invisible giant of Africa. Giant of Africa that cannot be physically substantiated or come out with good military superiority over ordinary herdsmen and the bandits. people from archaic countries in the Sahel Africa are maiming and killing Nigerian soldiers. Do you know the value of our soldiers before? When Obasanjo was there, when Babangida was there, and Abacha, and even Abdul Salam Abubakar, our soldiers were #1 in the past, and we were very, very proud of them. But see, look at how Boko Haram and bandits infiltrated our military because of the emirs, the Sadwanas and local chiefs in the north, who are bribing our military to succumb to politicization. And today we are seeing and witnessing the feebility, the weakness of Nigerian military has actually destroyed our military capacity we know in the past, which is the best. #1, coming behind are Egypt, Southern Africa, Tunisia, Morocco, Algeria, even Libya, and so on and so forth. Today, Nigerian military capacity is down the bottom table. What are you saying? The small boy is giving us trouble, and there's nothing we can do. See, he has seized the diplomatic delegates sent to stop this kind of diplomatic row between the Nigerian Air Force and the Ibrahim Traore government in Burkina Faso. See, we are going nowhere. That boy is about to punish Nigeria, man, and he's giving us the punishment of our lives. There's nothing this current administration could do to Ibrahim Traore administration in Burkina Faso.
We saw Railimo, delegate from the US.
Yes.
It was in Nigeria here, went to Benue IDP camp to check, those that have been affected by this, Fulani, onslaught in Nigeria here. Yes. And any moment from now, he will be giving Donald Trump a report as regards what happened.
A ground-checking report.
He will be giving Donald Trump
a fact-finding report, because the Ralimo-led delegates from congressmen could not go to any governor or any deceitful politician in Nigeria to tell them cock and bull stories. That's why they went direct to Benue to meet the locals, the family victims, the victims that actually were, killed, could not, collect bribe from any politicians. They give them the gory account of what happened to their beloved ones. That's why they turned their back on the governor. Current governor of Benue State, Dr. Reverend Alia, is a reverend father that has denied Christian genocide because he has collected 250 billion naira to be loyal to the ruling party APC. That's why Reverend Alia could not be very straightforward to meet Rally Moore-led US congressmen who came to investigate Christian genocide going on across Nigeria. See, listen, the kind of fact these people are going home to Washington with are ground-shaking facts. A fact that they are going to tender before Donald Trump, truth, this day, tonight, or tomorrow. America is going to pound Nigeria, diplomatically and militarily. It has been prepared that all the financiers in the north, anywhere in Nigeria, of terrorism, America is going to pick all of them in their various locations in Europe and UAE, where they have actually absconded into, especially El-Rufai, the former Kaduna State governor, he absconded into Qatar. What about Gumi? Gumi, the pig, the Muslim pig that actually has been sponsoring the bandits, the Boko Haram and the Fulani herdsmen. He successfully absconded into Turkey. Turkey is one of the Middle East Europe that was banned by the EU. EU banned Turkey from being member of the EU because Turkey has been a member of terrorist country in the Arab world. That's why the EU has actually excommunicated them and they make sure that they estrange them. They are not among the EU member nation. They will never, ever have joined EU member nation because Turkey has been enlisted into Islamic states in the Middle East. That's why Gumi absconded into Turkey. He could not go to Saudi Arabia because Saudi Arabia has given him red card. Gumi is a sponsor of terrorists, forcing Nigerian state to pay ransom, amnesty, whatever, to the bandits and Boko Haram, alleging that they are ordinary citizens, they are common citizens, they are innocent citizens. Why shouldn't Nigerian government be paying money to bandits? Look at, imagine that kind of suggestion. Is enough to arrest him, is enough to get him jailed. Nigerian government are still playing, romancing a terrorist financier like Gumi Cheik. I'm telling you, Donald Trump is coming. Washington is going to do something about it soonest. And in some points, some regions, some camps, and where they pitch them, their tents in the northern region, nobody's going to let it open. We shouldn't let the cat off the bag now until the operation ensues. It's going to start soon. An impromptu that will take the terrorists and their financier by sudden in the northern region.